Hello, everyone, and thanks again for tuning into the next episode of Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. Last episode, we vanquished the evil in the silver mine. I don't think that there's going to be a whole lot. I think this might be a very exposition-heavy episode. Lots of talking.
An amulet of St. Jude. 'Tis an omen. If I redeem so holy a relic from this ungodly tomb, surely this saint shall grant me his favor.
So I think there's not much left before becoming a vampire. I mean, you're a human for a relatively short amount of time. But yeah, we have a bunch of stuff that we can sell, which means we can probably afford to upgrade a couple things. So let's head back into town. I think there's a couple times where we're just going to be running and we're going to be stopped. Like, I think these guys will congratulate us.
Who comes there? Ah, the Crusader ends his day in retreat. Back for another rest in the nunnery?
All of Prague may rest. I have claimed the head of the Demon Queen.
Praise be to Christof, champion of Prague.
So I have some proof. It seems like a bold claim if I don't physically have the head. I don't know if he gives us another health potion. That would be
Behold,
pretty handy.
'tis the Crusader,
Okay, yeah.
the demon slayer who purifies the minds. Raise your cups in his honor. To Christof.
Perfect. That's exactly what I need. Where is the smithy? I believe he's over here. Yeah, there he is.
Ah, a smithy. Now I may replace my war-weary armor.
Okay. Should have come over here earlier.
The bells of Prague do ring out your victory, Christof. The whole city prizes your handiwork.
And I prize thine.
Okay, so he won't take bottled goods. Like, will he take this? No, he won't take that. There is a, like, can't remember what it's called. I think it's like the curio shop or something like that, where it's this old woman and she deals with all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I think she's the one that buys all this. And I think you can buy health potions from her, but there's no point, I feel like. Okay, so we can definitely afford some leather armor. Would I rather have? Gauntlets or the light helm? For the same price. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. And that's all I can afford.
Good day to ye.
I think the leather armor is the first instance of, yeah. So if you notice, Christof's outfit changes. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that with everything. Like, you know, he doesn't have a helmet put on. I remember there's a couple points where the armor changes with his, like, visual appearance. Like I said, might be a little spoiled from today's gaming. Well, I guess we can just run back and sell it. But back then, this was pretty neat. And a rusty dagger. Who's storing these weapons in these barrels is kind of
Good day to ye, young sir.
suspicious, right? Oh, that's just a crappier
Ye have my
shield.
hand on it. 'Tis a deal.
Okay, so let's head back to Covenant. Or the convent. Right, which is this way, I believe. Yeah, because there's the university. What's the importance of the university, you might ask yourself? Well, if we just sit tight, you'll see in just a second. Or probably more like a few minutes, right? Convent. Okay, yeah, that's what it's called. I think we want to come in here. Yeah.
I am newly returned from the silver mines. The evil therein is no more.
The splendor of the Lord rains down upon thee, Christof. I give thee this wrought silver cross for thy labors.
I would hear all thou knowest of vampire lore, that I might fight them more wisely.
They are evil. That is all thou need knowest. I do not corrupt my soul with knowledge beyond that.
I thank thee.
Yeah, that just means we completed that mission.
Hurrah! Hurrah for Christof! The mines are safe again. All hail the crusading hero of Prague. Hurrah!
We thank thee for restoring the mines. We finally have new silver to craft and sell. God bless thee, Sir Christof.
My heart warms to see the good people rejoice so, and yet Ozra's words chill me to the core. I fear that evil endures in Prague.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, I don't know if her head was cut off because of era or like, you know, just the game or
Good
the
morrow,
fact that we've stretched it way beyond
Good
it's
morrow,
what's
my
supposed to
lord.
be.
We give thanks that the mines are restored to godly condition, and we rejoice to see thee in health after such danger.
Yet there is danger in health, for I must forego thy tender ministrations.
My lord,
Yet now I suffer a new affliction, for which thou hast the only cure.
I shall serve thee in any way I can, my lord.
I have retrieved a sacred relic, milady, the amulet of St. Jude. I wouldst give it thee, milady, for thy devoted care.
I take no gifts. The Lord's work is favor enough.
It is the dearest of all I have, and thou art the dearest of all I have not. Please, keep this for my sake.
I think I forgot to mention it last time that if it's not obvious, this is a love story of sorts, and we all know that vampires and love stories go hand in hand. I mean, we have Twilight, True Blood, all the modern stuff. So, not saying that this was beginning of all that, because certainly not, but it was definitely the beginning of it for at least exposure for me. Because, yeah, they kind of have a forbidden thing going on. If you see someone peeking around the corner there, not too happy.
Good day, Archbishop Giza.
Explain thy intentions toward good sister Inesca. I command thee to speak only truth before God.
I find her the fairest of all God's creatures, and bemoan the cruel fate that hath placed her beyond my reach. In another time and place, we might have found happiness together as man and wife.
Such thoughts are evil. Thy concupiscence damns thy soul and dooms Inesca. I command thee, purge such lusts from thy heart, if not for thy sake, then for hers. Do not tempt her away from her holy orders, thou wicked, selfish boy. She is out of thy star, and is not for the likes of thee. Her place is with me, with us, here in the convent. And thy place is out in the wilderness, striking the fear of God into the hearts of the heathen. If thou art strong enough to entertain such lusts, thou art strong enough to return to thy regiment.
Alas, they are too far away.
Well, the streets of Prague are still host to unclean demons. Perhaps thou shouldst destroy these abominations to expend some of thy hot blood.
I must protest. My place is here. The demon queen confessed they sought to defile holy places. 'Tis my duty to protect these hallowed grounds when next they attack.
Thy archbishop shall dictate thy duty. Hunt them in the streets.
So, I was kind of mentioning the fact that, you know, I didn't remember what, or I didn't really remember that there were dialogue options. But I'm pretty sure this is the way that you can gain or lose your humanity.
I obey, but I shall protect.
And I don't really remember what's what.
Cathedral and convent as well.
I shall be watching thee, thou immoral lad.
Yeah, I think that's what dictates the ending, actually. So we need to pay attention to that. Pretty sure like 90% of the game is at nighttime, so get used to this atmosphere. It's a pretty cool shot. Okay, so I think there's just a few things that we need to worry about. Oh, that's really handy. In fact, you know, I might want to go ahead and heal up a bit. I can't take this with me once I'm a vampire. I guess I could sell it. Oh, watch out. Watch out, old man. Wow, felt like that took a few more hits than I would have expected. Also notice how there's a, they call themselves the Knight of St. John. Just hanging out. Not doing a whole lot of protecting. I mean, did you not see that old man almost elbowed his way past one of them? Oh wow, there's actually a good few of those things. Oh, look at the rats. I mean, let's go ahead and collect them. We're gonna use them later. Poison antidote. Should have been busted these things open a lot more. Was that another rat? Sure. I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, I don't think this map's very big. And I don't think that's the way to, like, that curio shop I mentioned earlier. I mean, there's a little bit more to it than just the curio shop, but I think we need to go that far. Is there anything in front of the university? This is pretty big and open. Another barrel? Yes. A rusty axe. Well, could have had a nice collection of rusty implements. Okay. Honestly, I think that's it. I think just come out, do a couple things. I think that there's going to be some, yeah, these guys. Some nasty looking gentlemen, so I'm going to go ahead and save this real quick.
Oh, 'tis the little warrior. I bet you're soft and tender inside your tin britches.
I'll eat your gizzard while it's still attached to your quivering body. This is thy payment for bringing final death to Ozra the Unliving.
Oh wow, he just did a chunk of damage on me. Okay, luckily he's not terribly difficult.
The lambs from within the convent, Aneska, I will protect thee. The Archbishop be damned.
For the love of God.
I thought I heard a metal dropping sound, like someone had dropped a weapon or something.
Christof, thou hast brought evil into this holy place. This taint follows thy soiled soul.
It burns. The she-cow's vile purity burns like unto the sun.
Back to the abyss, hellspawn. Thou art anathema in the eyes of God.
Anathema.
Die and be damned.
Don't know if I know that
Away
word.
with thee. We forbid thee to defile this holy place.
Okay, there's too many guys to be healing like that. Okay, not terrible.
It appears that I am once again in thy debt, brave sir, for coming to us in our time of need.
As I am in thy debt, for saving my life with thy tender care, and for thy uncommon valor in standing with me against the forces of hell.
I pray, my lord, that thou art always near to deliver us from this evil.
Milady, I pledge my arm to thy cause for as long as I draw breath and beyond.
Then I have faith in the safety of our humble convent.
His skill is great.
Here we go.
And he fights with the strength of a demon.
His courage has opened the minds again. Think how the gift of Cain would enhance the might of such a man.
Aye. He has done great service to the Promethean cause by dispatching Azra without our involvement. But this decision must be made with surpassing care.
With so many of us missing, we need his sword in the coming tumult. The other clans are surely considering him for the embrace by now.
No doubt. But hast thou forgotten the power the Church wields over the minds of these mortals, Cosmos? His faith is the strength behind his steel. Stripped of his faith, would he be of any use to us, I wonder?
He has been cut from the herd by his wound. He's been separated from the heart of his sword brethren by many miles. Like any stray, he is more malleable. He may bend rather than break.
Thou art wise, Cosmos. How well thou knowest the hearts of men of war. Yet, I am not convinced.
The Premicils are enraged at his continuing interference in their plans. I have learned that they have now placed a rich bounty upon his head. He'll not outlive the next moon.
Get thee to the prince, and tell him that this night, Ekaterina the Wise awakens another into darkness.
Thy will is done.
And Cosmos, should this Christof falter or fail, he must fall.
Milady Inesca, I must speak with thee.
Hush, lest thou rouse the convent with thy clamor.
I have wandered the city for hours, yet each turn of the streets did lead me back here.
Because there's not that
My
many.
lord, 'tis dusk. Thou shouldst not be out of doors. Fiends shall soon be legion.
I would fight all fiends of hell to stand at thy door.
And how may our holy order assist his lordship this eve?
Milady, thou must hear me. I sought to tell thee once before, but fear took my voice.
What power could daunt the man who hath faced demons from hell?
The face of an angel from heaven.
Oh, my lord,
Thou hast
He's smooth.
a wound that heals not. My life's blood pours out before me, and I cannot stanch it. I do love thee, fair Inesca. I do love thee with a passion I have never known.
my lord, I must protest. Such love is an affront to heaven.
If thou deny me, I am undone.
I cannot deny thee. I too am afflicted with a wound for which thou art the only cure.
Ah.
My soul fell when first I beheld thee, and now my heart is cleft in twain. My love of God and my love of thee have torn me to ribbons, for I must betray one to keep faith with the other.
Thus my sins do pour out before me, for I have spilt my wickedness upon thy innocent bosom.
Nay, 'tis my wanton desire that hath ensnared thy virtuous heart. I was a fool to confess my heart to thee. Gladly would I imperil mine own soul, but never thine.
Then truly we are lost. Our souls are beyond all hope of redemption.
My lord, look thou at the locket thou didst give me. 'Tis the locket of St. Jude, the patron saint of lost causes.
Thus fate makes a bitter mockery of our plight.
Say not so. Where the saints tread, hope follows. Mayhap St. Jude shall bring us hope past all hope. I pray we find a way.
I pray so too.
Oh, this is
Thy
long.
hopeful words have filled my heart with courage, and I can leave satisfied. Farewell, fair Inesca.
Nay, the streets are not safe at night. Thou must stay here in the convent, till the sun shines again.
May God have mercy upon my soul, for the devil has just placed into my heart the most impure of notions. I do tremble to confess it, but I feel I would cast away all holiness to stay. I would exchange an eternity of heaven's bliss for one night by thy side.
Oh, know thee that thou art not alone in such desires.
Then truly I am damned. I am condemned for my lust, but I must not drag thee into the abyss with me. I must flee this holy place and return no more.
My lord, come back!
Lots of dialogue, and I know that there's a cutscene coming up. Lots and lots of dialogue.
Hold fast.
Release me! I command thee!
Thou struggles nobly. I love such passion. A lesser man could not even speak in my grasp.
What art thou? A demon sent from hell?
I am here to save thee, Christof. To deliver thee from thy mortal shackles.
By the power of the Lord Eternal, I banish thee from my presence.
Poor child. Thy faith died long ago. Amidst a dread battle, thou came to know thy true nature. Thou art a killer of men, no matter how thou dost try to justify thy deeds. Thou kills not when compelled by God, but when ordered by men. Now come to me. I am the mother of thy rebirth.
I know thy ways, demon, and I have lore enough to kill thee.
Nay, thou art helpless in my hands as a naked babe.
Nay! Oh, nay!
It's kind of got like a Raziel from Soul Reaver thing going on. Never made that connection before.
Water. Aneska.
I think there's several more cutscenes or dialogue trees, so buckle up, everyone. I knew this was going to be a very dialogue-heavy episode.
I am Ekaterina the Wise, Ekaterina the Promethean, Ekaterina, the leader of the Bruja clan. We are the children of Cain, and now thou art one of us.
God have mercy on my soul. I am damned.
Steady now, whelp. Thou lackst the strength to fight, and I would slice thee in twain without hesitation.
Thou must feed, my child, before the hunger overtakes thee and drives thee mad.
Am I now a miserable demon, stealing blood to live, damned and cursed to hell? Is this all that remains of noble Christof?
Nay, my child. There is far more to thee than ever before. Thou art Bruja now. We Bruja are the philosophers of Cain's lineage. Where other clans treasured gold and trinkets, we sought pure wisdom. We strove to unravel the thorny knots that bind the very gates of heaven. Are we damned? Nay, we are exalted. In fabled Carthage, we lived in concordance with all mortals. Together we sought the secrets of Eden, that the children of Cain and the children of Seth would be raised up. But the hated Ventru grew jealous of our power. The patrician clan betrayed us, and tried to destroy us. We survived. but fabled Carthage did not. Despite this great loss, we Prometheans continue our search for harmony with all mortals.
We are the most noble of our breed, Christof. We seek only the fulfillment of the dream that was Carthage. But we need thy help to achieve this goal. A war lies ahead. A terrible battle that calls for warriors like us.
Wars among devils do not concern me.
We will cause thee to think otherwise, whelp.
Enough, Cosmos. The Bruja blood needs time to cool. Come, let us leave our young one to think upon his situation. But know this, Christof, thou would have been killed or embraced by our enemies on this night. We have given thee life eternal, and awakened thee to the true face of thy world. I do not expect gratitude, but our clan requires loyalty or death.
There is no.
I thought there was a glitch or something happening.
Ceased to beat. My very soul has been stripped from me. There is nothing left for salvation or damnation.
It's not obvious. This is a very lore-heavy game.
Thou needs must pledge fealty to thy new mistress.
Oh, look at Wilhelm in the background creeping. I am newly remade and know little things of this world. I submit to thee in all things. I am thy to command. I do not agree to serve thee. I mean, like I said, I don't think it matters. I think the only thing that matters is that you might lose or gain humanity.
I am newly remade and know little of this.
But honestly, I don't know which ones are the right
I
ones.
agree only to follow thy lead for the present.
Such rebelliousness is unseemly in a Bruja. I do not like such willfulness in my childer.
He displays as much fealty as can be expected from such a one, Katerina.
Very well, Cosmos. Then thou may hold his leash. We shall see if he takes instruction with more deference. Christof, thou must understand that our enemies are legion, and none more vile than Clan Zamitzi, which infests Prague like a plague. The fiends seek thy death in payment for the slaying of Azra and her Schlachta servitors. If thou art to survive, thou must quickly master the powers of thy blood. Thou must pay heed to all our laws, or thou wilt become a gibbering monster like the Zamitzi. Our first law...
Mistress Ekaterina, I crave thy indulgence. Christof is a man of action. His learning shall be the greater on the field of battle than the
It's not an introduction. You can't even see him.
Let me take him on my mission to Garanal's Haven, where he may learn our ways firsthand. I could use a stout broadsword protecting my back.
Christof is not yet ready.
Verily, he is as ready as he shall ever be.
I would have thy counsel, Cosmos.
Christof is no Bruja philosopher. His hot blood cools too much when he has no mission and curdles. Send him forth. If he survives, he will have mastered our ways.
Very well. Christof, go thou with Wilhelm Stryker. Trust what he says if thou wouldst outlive the night. Go, my swordsman, and strike deep into the lair of our dear ally, Garanal the Cappadocian.
Time to cut thy teeth, fledgling.
Okay. At risk of, I think there's a little bit more dialogue once we walk outside. I remember this very well from being a kid because I remember getting super frustrated as I just wanted to play the game, but they're talking so much. Okay, but as you can see now, we have our few, I forget what they're called, disciplines, I think what they're called. We definitely want to have feed ready. So now you can see that our mana has been turned to blood.
Withdraw.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. There's a lot of various things that we can do now. Now that we have Wilhelm, so we can like actually switch back and forth. So now we're controlling Wilhelm, and he's got his own stats and inventory. Oh, he's okay. I was about to say he's only got range weapon, but he's got the halberd. But yeah, I think that is where I'm gonna call it for now. So yeah, next episode will be us taking on. I forgot what they just literally talked about it. The Garanol, his hangout spot. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully the series is entertaining to someone out there. I really hope so. But thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.